TIFU by trying to gift my BF some sweet undies and subsequently spoiling his surprise proposal plans. About 3 weeks ago, I began preparations to get a nice gift for my BF, who I'll call Ray, to celebrate 4 years of dating. We live in a terribly humid place, and all summer he's been complaining about how sweaty his ass and balls get whenever he goes outside. He's been buying the same brand of cotton boxer briefs since we started dating. I thought it would be a nice homage to our great relationship, a great way to take care of but I get to squeeze on the regular, to splurge on a mail subscription service to some silky micromodal underwear. They are pricey, but known for being wicking, cooling, and overall very nice on the buns and balls. I ordered the first pair, to present to him on the day of, and set up for a pair, to be delivered monthly thereafter. I used his email on the sign up, so that I could simply pass on the account to him after the first pair came. That way, he'd have full power to pick his colors and style every month, and easily return any if there were unexpected problems. One small problem: the receipt for this whole transaction is now resting in his email, where he can find it and spoil my surprise. I sneakily hacked into his computer while he was out, by which I mean I entered the password he shared with me because he foolishly trusted me not to wreck his shit, and opened up his email. I simply archived the existing emails and set it up so that future emails from the company would be automarked as read and archived as well. I know how to do this because I'm a brilliant hacker. I Googled it while carefully double-checking my devious work, just to ensure nothing slipped through the cracks. A new email pinged on arrival and caught my attention: a shipping confirmation for an engagement ring. I immediately noped off his computer, and of course I didn't open the email, but the damage is done. Secrets out. My heart fell right through my butt, you guys. I actually died, and now I'm a ghost writing this. I probably should have pretended I never saw that, and taken the secret to my grave, but I was too pumped, and couldn't keep it in. Within the hour I broke down, and called Ray to sheepishly confess what I had done. He wasn't angry, but sadly disappointed that I spoiled the surprise. Here's the kicker: he didn't actually propose yet, and still intends to make a thing out of it. My punishment for snooping is that the suspense is killing me. I've been forbidden from telling anyone that we are getting engaged until it's officiated. Every time we go out, the suspense that this may be the night drives me crazy. A romantic date at the beach the other evening ended with me saying, "Damn, I thought for sure we were getting engaged tonight. Why would you think that I'm going to propose to you?" He said. "That sounds like something you wouldn't know about because I'd keep it secret in my personal email." Now he started intermittently faking me out. The other day, he walked into the kitchen and presented me with a little hinged box, which turned out to contain a tie pin from his work. He keeps getting down on one knee, looking up at me, and saying, "Gotta tie this shoe." The emotional stress of keeping this exciting secret within me, not sharing it with coworkers or family or anyone, is maddening. Every false start sends my heart right back into my butt. One more thing: I somehow fucked up the email settings. The shipping confirmation for the underwear didn't get archived on arrival, and he saw it within a few hours. So that surprise got spoiled too. Turns out I'm not a master hacker, and my attempts have only brought woe into this house. I guess it's not all bad. He reports that the pair of boxer briefs that arrived are very nice to wear, and I do indeed enjoy squeezing his bums in them. If we ever do actually get married, it'll be nice to be hitched to a guy with sweet, silky buns and balls. Editor misspelling. TL. Doctor tried to hide an email receipt for some fancy underoos. Found out about an incoming engagement ring. Now I'll never get a husband. I love every part of this. And me. What a delicious punishment he's putting you through. You are a lucky gal. It's impossible to not love this. But here is the real plot twist. He got a notification someone else had signed into his email, and he is just trolling her now for the laughs. Edit. I got caught up in the story and forgot it was from his computer and that he would not get said notification. But I'll stand by my comment cause it's a fun alternate history of this TIFU. Get notification that someone's logged into his email 2. Send the email to himself about engagement ring 3. Get out of jail free card for the next year. Absolutely wholesome. Since Op and future hubby seem to have such a great and silly relationship, I think, and kinda hope, he proposes to you while you're on the toilet as punishment for snooping. Would make for a funny proposal story. Since Op and future hubby seem to have such a great and silky relationship. FTFY. I almost spat my coffee all over my keyboard. I used to do stuff like this to my wife all the time. She knew the proposal was coming, so I would mess with her. The shoe tying is the best. I'd get down and tie my shoe, look at her and say, "Sweetheart, will you help me up? My back hurts." Never got old. Edit. Wow, my top comment is at my wife's expense. Sorry, love. What people don't understand is that you need to look into spinal decompression. We have something called the reverse hyper and back. We'll get you on it sometime. Jamie, pull that shit up. I believe Sandy Hook happened, Joe. Name checks out. I'm glad you at least walked it back. Cold have been sooner though. I took mine to the same restaurant we first met at. Made it all romantic and everything. Dressed up, the whole works. Then I proposed a week later. Damn, you stayed there a whole week? Few figure that out, but yes. Unfortunately, after keeping there a whole week, she said no. Rude. My fiancé found out I was going to propose before I had. I used every idea I had for a proposal, except for one, to torment her, and waited a whole year before I gave her the ring. My best moment was borrowed from the internet. I left a trail of rose petals leading towards notes that said "will, you, and me," with an extra batch of petals not clearly leading anywhere between the second and third notes. She wasn't as amused as I was. I'm lucky to be alive. I faked my fiancé when I proposed. I've always asked my then GFY, would she want a diamond, whenever we talked about marriage. I told her that plastic lasts forever too, and it's cheaper. So, smart ass me took her on a hike when I wanted to propose. Got on my knees, said the sweetest things, I think, and presented her with a ring box. She was crying by then. I opened the box and showed her the plastic bag. She punched me and started bawling. I reassured her that it was happening. But due to my nervousness, I couldn't find the real ring box in my backpack. It took me a few more minutes before I was able to present her with the real ring. I'm laughing just by thinking about it. I thought it was a 10/10ths experience, at least for one of us, and we've been married for over 6 years. Edit. I meant bawling, not bawling. Ha. My favorite part of this whole delightful story is that you take the trouble to introduce him as Ray, then never use his name. That's just for double the privacy, man. Is his name actually Ray? For some reason I'm quite sure it is. Just what a master hacker would do. I googled it. It fits the profile for master hackers. Boyfriend, hon, we need to leave right now for a flight to Paris. I'm actually a CIA spy and our lives are in danger if we stay here. Op, Paris, huh. Spies, huh. I gotcha, winks. Boyfriend and Op running down the Champs-Élysées, being shot at by spies. Op, I really thought tonight would be the night. I'd watch the hell out of this. What the spy who dumped me should have been. Instead of what it was. It was entertaining. Better than I expected. Mind you, I have Megaladaban as for Mila Kunis and Kate McKinnon. But, are his bums and balls still sweaty? Must know. I think it's unavoidable. Welcome to Florida, where the suburbs are swampy and your ass is swampier. Florida can kiss my swamp ass. My girlfriend did the same thing, and bought me a bunch of Mundies for our 5 years this year. Then little shits are lifesavers. I thought for a moment your girlfriend had kissed your swamp ass, and I was afraid that this was going somewhere dark. Plot twist, he bought the engagement ring for someone else. To make up for this, I keep giving him helpful advice on how he could still surprise me. Here are some surprises I've thought up. Propose to someone else. Never propose at all. Hide the ring in a sandwich, offer me the sandwich, wait with me for the ring to pass through my digestive system when I fail to chew properly. Have someone else propose to me. Murder me. I will propose to both of you. Right now. Unfortunately, I'm poor, so you'll both be getting edible engagement rings, but I feel like they're better anyway, so. Onion rings. Excuse me? I'm a classy gal. They're getting edible jewelry rings. Get out ta here with your onion rings. Girl, why you be actin' like onion rings ain't classy. Great story, and good on him for dragging this out, so you can die from anticipation time and time again. Link for underwear club. Lem double check w/the mods that I'm not breaking a rule and I'll get back to you. In the meantime, here's a life pro tip for your buns. Linen pants or shorts may seem a little scratchy, but on a humid day you'll find they're pleasantly breathable. Story is great and all. I hope your BF continues to have fun, but I have to know about this life-changing underwear. For real. I'm dying, I'm laughing so hard. Honestly, I'm loving that nobody is upset, and you're both just playing with it. I feel like he's absolutely doing it right by teasing you and mocking you with it for your crime. The reality is, if he's going to do the proposal right, he's first got to numb you to it, so you're not expecting it every time you turn a corner. He could milk this puppy for another year. Maybe more. Ugh, no, stop. Secrets are hard, a year would kill me. And this is a story of how Ray Sweaty Balls and Buns Ray committed the perfect homicide. And scene.